Here we have our supplies that we're going to need for our lantern swag. I've got some boxwood here and some red berries and all of these cedar picks that I purchased. And this is some of that leafy vine, and it's wired, and it's really nice to shape, and however you want to shape it. And then I have a variety of ribbons. I've got some burgundy, some reds, and smaller ribbons. So I'm going to try that. And then I've got this other ribbon and my green ribbon. Okay, and so you'll need some pipe cleaners or floor wire, either one, and some zip ties. And this is really a simple method to make a swag. You can make it as large as you want or as small as you want. I like to make little small ones for just to embellish certain decorations. And for this particular one, I'm not going to make it too large because I want to put it on a lantern, like I said. But it's really simple and easy to do. And I'm going to clear this up, and then I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I have these little frosted picks too, the frosted pine, and I'm going to use that as my base for the back. Okay, and what I do is I take them and I just want to bend them just back a little bit. And I'll do that to both. And then I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them opposite of each other like this. Try to hide the stem, the back of it. And then I just hold it in the middle. And so whatever you do on this side, you're going to do on this other side as well. So it gives it a balance. Okay. And I'll start off with my cedar picks. These are kind of flat, so you can bend them and shape them also as much as you need. And I got all of these supplies on Amazon. But you can get the same thing really, or very similar, at the dollar stores for very inexpensive. Okay, and I'm going to put like 2 sets of these. Actually, I think I might add a couple more to this. Just want to give it some, a little bit more flair. And these come in like 2 bundles all bundled up together. And there are different varieties that you can get on Amazon, so, and different price points. These are cheaper ones because you don't really need, I didn't find that I needed like the expensive ones. And, we all have a budget these days. So I'm just holding it right there in the middle to keep them together. And then I'll just start adding other elements like my boxwood. And you can add different kind of elements, even though you might not think of it as Christmassy, like the boxwood. It really goes well together. I like the look of it, and it gives it a little bit more texture. Like I said, these wired vines, I'm just going to loop them like this. Put that right on top there. Making sure that I get all of it under my thumb right in the middle so that when I put them together, see, I'm going to take my boxwood and put it on top of that. And that way when I put a zip tie there, it'll hold everything. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and start with my berries. And then once you have it all together, and then you can go back and you can fluff it out. Leave it like this. And then I'll go in with my zip tie. I'm going to zip tie it all together. pull it really tight. And okay. So now you can just kind of flip it out. If you want, you can, do this at the end. Just going to fluff it out a little bit. So next, I'm going to make some bows. And for the bows, I'm going to do this burgundy as my base bow. And it's 2.5 inch. Just unroll it some. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I want it kind of a long tail. Let's see. I think I'll make it about 8 inches. I'll just gather it at that 8-inch mark. And then take it and form a loop. And you're going to twist the back so that the velvet shows up on the front. Because this is, one-sided. And I also purchased the ribbon on Amazon. Some of it, you can get your ribbon anywhere from the dollar stores as well. Okay. And I just twisted it again, and I'm going to make another loop. We're going to do a 4-loop bow. Give it another twist. Form our pitch it really good in the middle. And then I'm going to twist it again. But I'm going to leave a tail. We're going to measure that out for another 8-inch tail. And I'll take my scissors. Cut that. And now I'm going to put the pipe cleaner. It's going to twist that really tight to hold it all together. Now, dovetail my ends. Okay, and then I'll set that one aside and go to the next one. Next one I'm going to do is the green velvet. This is an emerald green. Let's see, I'm going to make about, let's go with this. We'll go with an 8-inch tail on that one as well. But for this one, I'm going to make the loop a little bit shorter. And I'm only going to make 2 loops. Draw out my tail again. And here I will put just a small piece of a pipe cleaner that I have. Let's see. Because I just want to hold it in place for now. We're going to attach them all together after I've made the other ones. Dovetail these as well. So I want to also add a piece of gold. Now this particular ribbon is a gold metallic. Okay, and for my final ribbon, I'm going to use this ribbon. I'm only going to use, see, I'm only going to make a one loop bow with it. This also 2.5 inches. I want my bow to be a little bit smaller. Okay. And the tail on this one is about 6 inches. Okay, so I'll take my red bow and I'm going to attach this one to it. Then my green bow. And I want the tails to just go in different directions, so it's not all going to be in the same, direction. Just going to add my gold to the middle. And I'm going to attach it all with a zip tie. Okay, and so the pipe cleaners that I left here from the first one, we're going to use that to attach it to our swag. Before we do that, I'm going to start fluffing out my bow. Let's see, I didn't dovetail these. Okay, go ahead and attach it to my swag, and then we can fluff it out the rest of the way. Okay, and then you can use that pipe cleaner also to attach it to your lantern. But if you need a little bit longer, you can use some floor wire to do that. See, and how I'm doing this is like I'm gonna flip out the ribbons, like the tails. These two are coming in this direction, and then I'll do them in the opposite direction on this side. And if your tails you think are a little bit too long, you can cut them if you want, or you can just kind of bend them like this. Okay. So I will attach this to my lantern and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's the first of our lantern swags. It's the larger one. Okay, I just want to show you there are a couple different more options that you can do use for swag. Like this one is basically the same thing as this other one that I made, except that I don't have the frosted picks in the back. And it's a little long, but you can bend it and you can shape them to put, anywhere you want. You can put it, in a garland, like in the center of your garland. And I made another bow to go with it. And this bow, I left out the other ribbons that I put in. So you can see that it doesn't have to be really elaborate. Even just a simple look can be really nice and pretty. See, there's that option. And then there's also the mini option. Like if you want to put a little mini swag on say a mini lantern. I have some mini lanterns, and I'll put it on that so you can see what it looks like. But you just add 2 shorter pieces of your cedar pick, and then I'll add some boxwood, and then berries. And I cut this berry too short, so I'm probably going to just glue that in there. And then I've got another little piece of the 1.5 inch green ribbon and a piece of the gold metallic ribbon. I'm going to pinch that together, and I'm going to just put all these in one zip tie. Zip it up really well, and you can flip it out a little bit. Cut off the tail. And now I can go in and glue this a little bit. I'll glue it right underneath that ribbon. And then I'm going to glue some other ribbon. And you could do a bigger bow if you wanted to. I'm just going to glue this little ribbon on here. And I'm going to put this one on my little small mini lantern. And I'll show you what that looks like as well. Okay, so here is my mini lantern. A little mini swag. And here is my third one. This one is about the same size as the other lantern swag, but I've got it on a different lantern, and you can see the difference between the two swags. So I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what your colors are this Christmas season, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a wonderful, happy Christmas.